Hi, welcome to Bite-Sized JeffTV. This is a different format than usual, slightly shorter, not like the longer episodes that I put out. We're going to be talking about technique, and today I'm going to be talking about Khatra within Korean traditional archery. Now, I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, a master or a guru of Korean traditional archery. I am not. And this is my take on their technique. I use their technique. I'm not saying that I use every single part of their technique in Korean traditional archery. And any of you perfectionists out there who are into Korean traditional archery, then I apologize profusely for anything that I say wrong, but I'm really doing this just for a form of education so that people can see that there are other forms of Khatra. We covered the Turkish style or Saracen style, and I'm going to cover, this is Korean style. So Koreans, they have a bow. It's not a bow like this, it's similar to this in a sort of shape and weight, and what they do is they have the talking technique that they use as opposed to the Saracen style, which is a rotational Khatra like this. What they do is they rotate their wrist out to the left, and it does the same thing. If you think about it, it does the same thing. It moves the arrow away from the top of your hand, because the whole point of Khatra is to get rid of the potential for you to strike the arrow pass and for your hand here. So as the arrow goes by like this, if you rotate it out of the way, so the arrow's there like that, to see, but if I rotate it, we try and get past the string, see the bow is no longer there anymore, so the arrow flies straight like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you how it works. My version of it, I apologize profusely if I'm not getting it exactly right, but I'm just doing this just to show people that there is another form of Khatra, and the Japanese use a similar style as well when they shoot the Yumi bows, but they let go of the bow, whereas with the Korean archery you kind of rotate it away, as opposed to rotating forwards, it's outwards. Let's call it Outward Khatra. I don't know, there isn't a name for it, not that I can see. I don't speak Korean, I can't read Korean, so I have no idea. So here we go. So this is how it works. Now you can see as the bow's there, it rotates out like this. It's it's the same kind of pressure in a way as with the Saracen version of Khatra, but and the arrow's still sort of holding the bow in place, if you like, and as you're putting that pressure, that sort of rotational pressure on the grip, you sort of just have to squeeze the grip a little bit with those three fingers. I'm using the Falcon grip, which is actually the same in Korean archery as is in Saracen army, which is archery, which is quite interesting. Anyway, so watch again. And then you're supposed to drop your arms down gracefully to the side. I haven't mastered that. I'll see if I can get it right this time. So watch one more time. Here we are. Yeah, and actually it's quite a nice tight little group that I've got there as well. Yeah, so it's sort of a movement out to the side, but it's really a pressure that you're applying as you're drawing the arrow. You're sort of rotating here, but it can't move because the arrow and the fact that you've drawn the bow back like this holds it in place. But the moment that you release, your arm sort of flicks around to the side like that. So yeah, so that's the Korean version of Khatra, and I'm going to be doing another one shortly on the Chinese style. So if you like this kind of content, then give me a like, click that subscribe button, and look out for another episode of JeffTV, a bite-sized version of JeffTV coming your way, and I will catch you later.